Have you ever wanted to increase your impact, income, and influence through the power of public speaking? Have you ever wanted to get more clients, contacts, contracts, and cash through the power of presentation skills? My friend, welcome to Crush the Stage. For the last 15 years, I've had the wonderful honor of leading a multi-day experience once a quarter where I take influencers just like you who want to share your message, your expertise, your knowledge, your experience, your know-how, your story, your principles, your strategies, your techniques with audiences all over the world. And I take them through a multi-day experience where they learn a 12-step model for platform mastery, and I make them do it in real time. When you come to Crush the Stage, you get on that stage roughly 7 to 8 times over the course of the days that we have together. And it is a powerful time and a powerful moment of deep introspection, transformation, healing, strategy, and next level living, speaking, and experience. So I give you an invitation, come check out. Instead of me telling you about it, why don't you watch this documentary and see for yourself, up close and personal, what we take our students through. And we're gonna show you our speaker showcase, which is how our students graduate from this incredible multi-day experience and what they learn from each other, what they learn about themselves, and how they grow. Check it out. It's an immersion that will change your life and certainly change your income, your bank account, and your business. Talk to you soon. So we're excited for them. They have to do at least 8 minutes. But the goal is 10. We've been working on timing, we've been working on everything. If you look around the room, you can see the work that they've been putting into these presentations because it's all over the walls. We've been making them dig deep on their own story, dig deep on their own experience, dig deep on their own background, dig deep on their knowledge and expertise. And now we're getting ready to see them deliver that expertise to you all as an incredible audience. So please give them your best attention and please give them your best energy. Now, speaking of energy, I believe that high income, which is what we all want, never flows to low energy.
Yes.
High income doesn't flow to low vibration. High income does not flow to low thinking. High income does not flow to low connections. High income does not flow to any low energy source. Y'all, this is a really, really exciting time. These speakers have done a phenomenal job and none of them are nervous. Every one of them has a healthy anticipation of an incredible outcome. And none of these speakers that are going to be presenting are coming up on stage to speak. They're actually coming on stage to serve. And so I'm really, really excited about that. They have been given several parameters. They're not allowed to use PowerPoint. They're not going to be using flip charts. They're not going to be using a lot of technology. This is their flat-footed ability to get on stage and deliver.
I found Dr. Delatorro online. I was looking for different speeches and different speakers because I wanted to become better with my communication. And I found Dr. Delatorro and I saw him give a speech and I was completely blown away. His command of the stage, how he engaged the audience, the participation, I knew that I had to have what he had. My preparation for the day, to be honest, is I'm not going to worry about it. He's poured into us so much and we've gone over all of these speeches, different parts of them. We've already had 6 or 7 presentations throughout the week. So this is putting it all together. So at this point in the game, I'm trusting God that this is all going to come together. And we practiced this morning. We practice every day. I practiced last night. So I'm excited to present and demonstrate all the skills that I've learned this week.
Inspiration itself is the force that propels you to execute. And then the weirdest thing occurred to me because I realized that we look at this as a positive thing, but it's not always positive. Did you guys know that when Steph was leaving college and going into the NBA, the scouts said, he's too small. He ain't gonna never make it. They said his handles, they were too weak. He can never make it in the NBA. They even said his shot was so inconsistent. Steph. So when you go back and ask Steph, well, what happened? What happened? Steph said, well, everything they said, it inspired me to win.
Yes.
Even the negative things in life will inspire you to win.
That's right.
How many people want to win? Say yes?
Yes.
There we go. So the only thing is, I don't know if you caught it. Remember I told you when I faced adversity, I felt like I was trying not to lose. That's not the same thing, is it? I can win or I can try not to lose. What's the difference between both of them?
Yeah.
Well, if I win, that means that I'm actually open to the opportunities that are given to me. When I'm trying not to lose, I find myself being absence of a risk taker. So I can either win or I can either try not to lose.
Here's one thing that I've even heard Dr. Dale say. He says you either win or you learn. And that kind of brought it home because there's no losing in your journey. So I really enjoyed your presentation. I mean, you're going far. You crushed the stage. Thank you.
Yes. When you say something good, repeat it. When you hear the crowd say it again, don't keep going.
I think that was perfect because that ball would have been everywhere but in my hands.
Yes.
One of my notes I have on here that I want to win. I'm a winner. I'm going to win, but I want to let you know that I'm winning.
What Lauren beautifully articulated is the fact that while our words matter, our presence matters more. So is it possible that people can't hear our words because our life is speaking so loud?
Wow.
You earned this, brother. You earned it. I'm proud of you, man. Congratulations. Great job.
I'm feeling on top of the world right now. I've completed a task that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do, but I thank God for Dr. Delatorro and what he poured into us. He believed in us from day one. He called out to us. He pulled us into our destiny. So I thank God for him. This is the best thing I've ever done for myself in my entire life.
Honestly, I just want to get better. I want to be a very powerful speaker. I want to be able to keynote major events in my industry. And I've had speaking training before, and I've heard a lot about Dr. Delatorro. I'm just ready to go. I have done the work. We've all done the work. And the reality is we just need to do it. And this is day one. We are here learning, and this is about awareness and implementation, and the goal is to get to mastery. And so we're going to do our best today, and it's going to be amazing, and we're going to continue to hone it, and every time we give a presentation it's going to get better and better. What's different between us and other people is that we're not okay being where we are. And so we're committed to the mastery. We're committed to really changing all the lives of all the people that are going to hear us with our presentations, and I'm really, really excited about that.
I was with my friend, we were in a car. And she says, Anissa, I want you to take over there. We're gonna go in that SunPass lane. Just go over there. I just veered over there. Next thing you know, she said, you're gonna have to pay a couple dollars. This is why I now have what I have. This is why my students are able to grow by $1 million more in 1 year. This is why people that are in masterminds with me. And so I might not be your right mentor. I might not be the right coach for you. But if you know that your business is not where it needs to be, go find somebody and cut that check for speed. You had somebody saying, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Now, as an adult, do we have to have somebody say brush your teeth? What about put on a seatbelt? Why? Because there was forced accountability to be able to help you turn something that's healthy for you and turn it into a habit.
I know how important it is to do those systems, and I'm just like, maybe I need to go home and look at what I got going on and how it's flowing.
You make me so proud.
So you talked about teams, you talked about systems, and accountability. And that's very, very important for us to have those systems, so whether we're working or not, something's working for us. So I like the fact that you brought that home for us.
Your personal story was great, talking about your dad, and then to see the smile on your face really drew me in, because that really meant something to you. So that makes me think, all right, what items do I have around me that I could draw on for inspiration? So that also built rapport with everyone.
You were able to paint the picture of what you experienced that was pain, that was turmoil, that's relatable to everybody in the room.
I think we resonate with each other because we're very similar, right? Ridiculously successful, but still just corporate, just chill, right? It's like cool, the money's great, the status is great, all the gated community is great, all that stuff, the fame is great, but at the end of the day, I want some cornbread. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got you. Let's go, y'all.
I've spent many years working with different speaker trainers on how to become a better speaker in my industry, and I've never experienced what I experienced this week. Going in, doing exercises, being able to work with the GOAT of speaking, being able to dissect his presentations, what he did on Good Morning America, and having the host be awed by Dr. D. It's been an incredible week. If you're thinking about becoming a better speaker, if you want to become a better speaker, if you want to get on bigger stages, you absolutely need to come to the next Crush the Stage.
I came to Crush the Stage through my wife, who attended the same gathering. She came back just looking different, and I had to come in and see and glean for myself. So one thing that this has done for me this week, it has allowed me to do this activity called mind mapping, where we're able to look inside of ourselves, find our story, and really be able to articulate our story with clarity. I'm able to do that better and to tell that story in what I'm preparing for today, so that's been very helpful for me. You do not need a new idea. We are not idea deprived, we are strategy deprived. You cannot cut fingernails with scissors. You need a fingernail clipper. And so what I'm trying to communicate to you is we got the right idea, but we just need a new strategy. Can you say strategy? Last thing I want to talk to you about is you got to have support. The scripture says to us, they that wait upon the Lord, they shall renew their strength. They shall mount up like winged eagles. They'll run, they'll not be weary. They'll walk, they're not faint. If you can't run, crawl. If you can't crawl, I can carry you on my back and tow you sometimes the tow man needs a tow himself.
I see the rope, and I feel like I have the connection with you.
I gotta tell you, even though I'm not a pastor, you have provoked me now to make sure that no, I can't heal myself. I need to reach out to somebody else. So that's why I appreciate this message. Thank you, sir.
Everything that we have talked about this past week, you're it. It's there. I told you, a year from now, I cannot wait to see what you do with yourself.
This is a conversation that needs to be had.
Absolutely.
Who encourages the encourager?
Yes, sir.
So I love that you kept bringing your points. You kept saying safety, strategy, support. But I also love your body language in the presentation.
Outside of that, I mean, oh my gosh, it was great. You stacked the metaphors. I mean, how many times the hammer, the nail, the clippers, you stacked, you talk. Man, that's good. All right, I'm done.
Who you are on stage, the same person was sitting over there. We didn't even shake hands and met, but I already knew you in spirit. That was operating in the room before you got up there. And that to me is a key value in the speaker that people don't always pay attention to. I want to know, is that the same person or is it just an act? I felt none of that. I felt it was all sincere and all full of integrity, and that matters.
I did not write many notes because I was being purely fed. I'm the tower. I'm always the tower. I've never heard anybody give us presentation on us, but hearing you, it confirmed it in such a way I did not expect, and I really appreciate you.
All right. Man.
You're in a room full of you. You chose this room. And in this room, you have been confirmed.
Yes.
That this is what you're supposed to do. And I want you to let me tow you into marketplace ministry. This is his family's third time cultivating the skill. Right? He's pastoring and preaching every week. But I believe his new assignment is to the marketplace. And this week just confirmed it. Isn't that awesome, y'all?
My first impressions of the first 3 days were like, wow, I was completely blown away. Like, I really learned how to come up with the framework for completing a talk. So instead of just getting on stage and winging it and wondering if my guests were impacted, I know that they will be now. I know that I have the tools to be able to blow and impress an audience. So I'm super excited. So I started planning events about 13 years ago for just $275 to now being able to work with celebrity clients and even have $1 million budgets. All I need to do is get 10 people a day to pay me $275, right? And I make a lot of money. I can do everything, do all the balloons. But I had to change my mind state to, how can I step into my gift and be so great that I demand my worth? If I want to attract money, then I gotta look like money. So from your photos, your visuals, all of these things, you need this to build your credibility. So whatever it is that's keeping you in the state that you're in right now, whether you scared to press live, but you gotta do it. Your next level requires it.
Come on.
Your dream life requires it. You being able to put your kids in a better situation. So your next level requires it. So whatever you feel like you cannot do, you must do.
Shoot in the hole. Because you poured so much, and you can see you've always poured so much into your clients. You were one of the very few people, and I've been like behind you the whole time. I needed you to be an educator in this industry.
And y'all, on day one, this girl was nervous. She was, as soon as she thought she lost her train of thought. She didn't lose the train of thought. She thought she lost the train of thought. She was like, okay, I'm done. And she would run off. You see them sneakers? On day one, she was running away. And now she is literally leading us into our destiny. You earned this. And every task, she gave it her 150% best. And she got better and better and better and better in real time. So now you are ready.
All right.
So I'm feeling amazing. I have so much confidence. I have framework. And one of the biggest things I learned today was just to believe in myself. The feedback that I got from them and a lot of people is put your cue cards down. Like take your notes away and just go from the dome. And another thing he said, right? Don't perform. Get on the stage and step into your gift and serve. It's not about me, it's about the people that you came here to serve. So that was my biggest takeaway, and I'm so excited for what's next. So if you are thinking about coming to Crush the Stage, please stop thinking. When I approached him, I said, well, what if I'm not a good speaker? What if and he took the words out of my mouth. He said, what if you're green? Come on, I got you. And he got me. He had me and he still has me. So I'm excited for my next. Get in the room, you got next.
It has been incredible. It has been shifting a lot of things. It has been intense, powerful, you name it. The systems, tools, and processes that Dr. Delatorro has given us has really helped me to find a way to elevate and really lean into exactly what is within me to be a successful speaker. I believe each and every one of you in this room is immensely resilient. See, I think human beings, we are innately born with resiliency. It just happens that sometimes we need someone to help pull it out of us. See, a part of resiliency, we have to find our awareness. We have to figure out what is the silver lining in it all. One of my favorite quotes of all time says, fear and worry is like praying for something bad to happen. I'm gonna say that again. Fear and worry is like praying for something bad to happen. So I had to dig deep and I had to learn to stage my life. I had to ground myself. I had to find gratitude. And I had to be thankful that these hard challenges that I was facing was going to teach me something immensely powerful in this world.
You're valuable, that you represent, though you've been planted in some stinky, dirty, unfortunate places. I dare not cuss. But I see the results of what that has produced for you, right? And so I need you to know that you have love, that you're meant for this. Be encouraged. You did well. Thank you.
I challenged you the other day to cut that string and stop shrinking in, and you came out just gleaming. Now take them note cards though. That's what
I know, right? He took my visual way, so I have to
Because you don't need it. Because your experience is here. It's here.
And I think it's wonderful that you found a way to try to make it through that. That was a lot.
Bree, great job. Okay, loved it. I so related to your personal story. Totally get that journey. I'm sorry you had to experience so much. And I can see where you're using your pain, transferring that into purpose, as Dr. D did in her presentation.
I enjoyed your speech today, really because of the growth I've seen and being able to teach this, which is so different from what you're used to being able to teach, and that it came across authentically. And that's one thing that, we would just be out there, be confident, and you did that.
When you said it, you caught everybody's attention. It was so different. It was like, wow, okay, what made you say that? And then you went into the story, and I felt what you felt with those losses, and you took me through that journey.
So first of all, Bree, I'm so proud of you. I applaud you for the guts that it took, because I've had people come through this training and just do their normal thing and not take the risks. And so I'm proud of you all for taking those risks and really pushing yourself this week, because you've been pushing yourself. So because of that, I believe that we have a graduate of Crush the Stage, y'all. So proud of you
so much.
Congratulations.
I am feeling completely shifted, transformed, and amazed. I say if you are considering doing it, trust your gut, trust your intuition. It will not be a disappointment. So, sign up today.
My impression of Dr. Delatorro started in 2019, and I have been following him ever since. And I came to Crush the Stage, and he did not disappoint. The first few days were amazing, and now we're ending. I didn't think it would get any better, and it has gotten 10 times better. In preparing for my speech, I got the structure and the clarity that I needed, and I cannot wait to start my business with speaking. It's going to be amazing. So I'm here to tell you, you can turn that pain into purpose. You can turn that trauma into a karma. You can change your life. Losing over 400 pounds of physical weight is nothing compared to the other things that I lost. What I lost was hating myself. And I found being cute. What I lost was self-doubt. I found that confidence to be cute, curvy confident. I embrace these curves. I walk into the room like I own it, because I am worth every single thing that I want. And so I deserve it, and so do you. And I'm telling you that you can find your glimmer of hope in any burden that you are carrying. And that is what I pray for you today, is to find your glimmer of hope.
I saw all of your hope just shine through. Like all of your confidence, like it's just you wearing it. Like you're glaring, it's glossing. Stay there, wear it, my sister. Thank you so much.
Definitely touched everybody in the room. So thank you.
You're perfect, girl.
This is not just a speech. This is actually who she is. And I admire her. Thank you.
Really enjoyed your presentation. You touched my heart. I've had that struggle too, so thank you so much for your presentation.
The flow was wonderful. Your story, you kept the same story throughout, and you just laid into your points, your mindset, the self-acceptance, and your confidence.
You had your own pace. I love it. Most people think as a speaker you got to be all hyped and up. No, you came up and you were smooth with it.
I love how I knew how much you loved yourself without you having to tell me that you loved yourself. Because we need that. Like from one person to another, we need for someone not to just always be like, I love myself. You let us know through so many of your words.
Masterful job. You've set the bar incredibly high. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor and welcome our first graduate of Crush the Stage. So proud of you. So proud of you.
Let me tell you, today was amazing. It's not often that you see your own transformation while in transformation. You always think of it as an afterthought. And I saw my affirmation just unveil. And today, getting on the stage, everything that I learned this week just came to pass, and I am so ready for my next level.
Several of them have already come up to me and said, "Hey, Doc, I got to be in your next class, Doc." So what has the last 4 days meant to you?
Belief in myself, transformation, my own belief system. It's there, but I just didn't believe in me. So that has been valuable. That the last 4 days, like I feel like it's birthed something in me. So
beautiful,
yeah.
Beautiful, fantastic.
For me, transformation and confidence, and another nervous equals next level moment.
Come on.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Same thing with the weight. I knew who I was with the weight on, and I couldn't be that person.
Right.
And so now it's like it's out.
Yeah.
So y'all will be seeing me everywhere.
I love it. Bree?
Shift.
Yes.
Come on, shift.
So I intentionally chose something that I wouldn't historically talk about on purpose.
Yes.
And I ran into Dr. Delatorro as I walked in and I said, "Hey, I know you." And you said, "It's gonna be a massive shift." And that, I'm not even gonna lie, I almost said, "You know what, if I didn't pay 15 grand, I am not gonna go to this thing." I was that terrified. So in fact, to have a monumental shift,
Yeah.
I need 2 days to recoup from all this shit.
That gave us that opportunity to really understand how to connect better. And one of my biggest challenges was really maybe in my mind, and I feel and I see it now. And somebody was saying a comment about, "Oh, well, maybe, you're meant for bigger." And I'm looking at him and he's looking at me like, because he knows that's what I want, right?
For me, it was, I moved from doing speaking stuff, to being the speak. Everything that came into us from day one, I remember the first day we were here, before he got started into us, he was calling stuff out of us from the very beginning. He told us who we were from the very beginning, from the very start. And what that did is, as he kept training, we began to recognize who we were. And it wasn't just doing things. We realized, no, this is who you are. And that was the change.
So we have just completed our last day of Crush the Stage. Just got done giving my keynote about an hour ago. And I cannot tell you how transformational, I cannot tell you how this has brought something out of me. This has changed how I see myself, what I believe about myself. And I'm just grateful to have this opportunity to not only be in ministry, but to see an opportunity to be in the marketplace so that I might be able to share keynotes and help leaders, church leaders and leaders abroad with the message.
So I told you, right? I can't make this stuff up. People's lives, businesses, income were changed and transformed, and that's what it's all about. They graduated. Commencement doesn't mean the end, it means the beginning. The judges, the audience, the fellow speakers, the alumni that came by. I mean, just it's incredible to see it all happen, and I'm humbled that I get a chance to lead influencers into their next level. When these folks leave this room and they go out and they speak on stages all across the country, let's just say if each one of them gave 30 speeches, right? 30 speeches times the number of students that were here, that's 150 speeches. This year alone, that will be impacted, 150 different audiences that will be impacted as a result of the work that we did in this room. And let's just say each one of those audiences had 1,000 people in it. Jeez, that's 150,000 people that have been transformed by the work that took place in this room. What am I trying to say to you? My friend, you have no clue the impact that you have the ability to have, but you've got to take yourself through the process. I believe that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when I show up in your life, it means you're ready for your next level. I'd be honored to serve as your mentor in the professional speaking space. I'd love to help you close better from stage. I'd love to help you learn how to take your knowledge and your information and use it through the power of public speaking to gain way more clients, more contacts, more contracts, and cash. And it starts right here at Crush the Stage. See you soon.